Yo, what's going on? It's been a couple of days since Eida was introduced into the Boruto manga, and ever since then, Eida has drained my bank account, made me foreclose on my home, and me and my wife are getting a divorce next week. But I know you guys are not here for that, so I want to talk about Eida's new dojustu that was just recently introduced, and kind of want to talk about Ayo. It goes without saying that this dojustu is absolutely broken, and I'd even argue that Eida could solo a lot of people, even in the original Naruto, just by looking at them, right? I'm talking about your Hashiramas, your Madaras, all that good stuff. Now, first let's talk about what Eida's doujutsu does, right? Eida's doujutsu basically allows her to, without her, I guess, actively using it, anyone who just is around her falls into her presence, right? Now, I don't know if you have to look at her eyes or anything like that, or if it's more genjutsu based, I'm not sure, but I just know that if you're around her presence, you just naturally fall in line with her and you fall in love with her basically. Now we know that there are some counterplays to it being her relative or being Otsutsuki, which means that for the Otsutsuki factor, Boruto and Kawaki are resistant, and we don't know her relatives as of this moment, but being either of those two allows you to have some resistance to it. I wonder if there's some other factors in play too. Now, I wonder if people that are undead are able to resist the abilities of this. What I mean by undead is people like, Edo Tensei beings. Now, I don't think Edo Tensei is gonna, come back into Boruto. I'm just saying that if Eida was alive during the 4th Great Ninja War, I wonder if she would be able to captivate Madara and gain control over him. Because I think with Edo Tensei, I don't think you have a heart to steal really. So that's kind of like a gray area, but it's still something to be questioned, right? Next thing I want to talk about is Amado's creations, right? We got this crazy scientist just introduced to us into the Boruto manga, and he's over here making cyborgs like Eida. Now, my question is like, hey, how did you make this doujutsu that somehow can just make people fall in love with you, right? And for Amado really is, it comes with his backstory, right? I think every great scientist needs a good backstory, how they really started their research, kind of what drove them, whatever like that. So, kind of like I said in the review, I just want a really good backstory for Amado, and I feel like maybe Amado's creations will get a lot more, or get a lot less hate, just because they maybe have some good grounds to back them up on. But a lot of the technology that Amado is creating is really, really advanced. I don't know if I have to say this, but if you make a doujutsu that can make people fall in love with you, that is very advanced. I wonder if it's just sort of genjutsu based or something along those lines. That's why he was able to do it, but it still just leaves some questions for concern. Now, probably the main two people in play who Eida's probably gonna have to try this on is Naruto and Sasuke, and are Naruto and Sasuke, gonna be able to fight Eida off? Now, if this ability applies to anybody and Eida can just captivate anybody, then I don't see why Naruto and Sasuke would not become victims to her ability. And this changes the whole dynamic to where we have a Naruto and Sasuke who are captivated with this random woman who they just encountered, and we have a huge problem on our hands. And if Naruto and Sasuke are in love with Eida and they're kind of having issues with controlling their emotions and everything like that, then that's gonna pose a huge threat for Boruto and Kawaki. So just the fact that there is just basically two people that we know for sure that can resist this ability is gonna leave some concern for the future of Konoha pretty much. Now, there is one thing I wonder if there's sort of like a range to her ability. I think that's kind of the one way we can kind of maybe defeat her. If there's a way that where you can get outside the range of her doujutsu, then you could, I guess, potentially maybe shoot something at her and take her down that way. That could be a way though. So yeah, I think the main thing here is just that they're gonna have to find some sort of counterplay for Eida, and I'm pretty sure that Amado, see, the thing with the story is that Amado kind of just fills in the gaps now for every other chapter. So I think Amado is going to introduce some new counterplay for his ability, because every great scientist, they have to know how to shut down what they created, right? You don't make something like this doujutsu and you just don't have a way to take it down. I think someone as smart as Amado has some counterplay to her OP ability that will eventually, be useful. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about Eida's new dojutsu ability. Do you think it's really as broken as they're kind of playing it off as, or you think we can kind of counterplay it and maybe figure out a way to beat it? But yeah, hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and join the Discord, and I will see you guys later. Peace.